This is a quick video for those of us, the cardinal signs that went through the horrific 16 years of Pluto in Capricorn. So that's Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. So if you have strong placements, rising, sun, moon, or in whatever house, you were hit hard when Pluto was in Capricorn. And so for me, that's when I started really wanting to study astrology more and get into it a little bit deeper, as some of you know. And so I thought as soon as Pluto goes into Aquarius, there was going to be this shift for me and it wasn't going to feel the same, which it does feel a little bit different, obviously, because of things going on in the world, especially here in America, like politically and things like that. Because Pluto is sort of like that political, bigger societal type stuff. But I've been thinking, like, I wonder what other transit, what other planet might be affecting me because it's still going on. This oppressive, things aren't changing thing that I can't describe other than that. And if you know, you know. Like if you're going through that, then you know what I'm talking about. So Neptune. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, Neptune. I'm still researching it right now, but I want to tell you, Neptune went into Pisces in 2011. And if you remember from my first video about Pluto and Capricorn, which was 2008, right? I said my life didn't turn to shit until 2011. That's when I started getting a bunch of deaths in my life and people that passed away. I call them cluster deaths because a bunch of people that in my life, unrelated, all started dying around the same time. That for me started in 2011. A bunch of other things started around that time, but that's when it all my life feels like it totally changed. And that's when Neptune went into Pisces, was 2011. So I'm like, oh my God. And guess what's happening? Neptune is moving into Aries because, Pisces is the last of the zodiac and then it'll start over. Aries is the very first one again. Neptune goes into Aries in the beginning of March 2025. So we have a new thing that we need to talk about over the next couple months about this new transit thing. And Neptune is the planet of sort of like dreamy stuff. Like the positive side would be dreams, dreams coming true, or like the unreal, things not as they seem, kind of like computer stuff and things like that. But the downside of that, which some of that was downside of that is misinformation, not knowing what's real, nightmares, which is what my life felt like, a lot of like a nightmare. I do think Pluto and Capricorn still has a lot to do with everything going on, but I'm saying I think this Neptune, Pisces to Aries scenario is going to play big in my life, and it might be in yours as well. So let's continue this conversation. I will research more on my end and bring you that information. But as it moves out of Pisces, which is much more spiritual, boundaryless sign, into Aries, which is a sign all about boundaries, all about action. So you think of Neptune being in Aries, that's going to bring a whole different energy. And I've read that it says it's almost going to feel like you wake up from a dream. And in my case, it'll be like a little bit of a nightmare, waking up from a nightmare since 2011. But the good thing about it is that I got strong in that fuzzy, foggy thinking. It's sort of like a swimmer who swims with arm weights, and they're swimming, and they take the weights off. That's what I feel like in terms of following my intuition and learning how to navigate the world, having this massive foggy feeling since 2011. And then now once that clears out, I don't even know how my life's going to be different. I can't even imagine because it's definitely felt like a fog. Do you feel like that in your life? Like, have you felt like kind of foggy and weird since 2011? So let's talk about it. Let's find out. Let me know what house you have Pisces in, what houses you have Aries in. Let's start talking about how it's going to affect you. As I learn, I'll share with you. But it's time we get clear, man. It's time we draw some boundaries and have some clarity around real and unreal. It's important. See you in the next video.